Hello Slaters, nice to meet you all again. Hope you all must have watched the second video wherein we discussed about different types of families and people within a family. In today's video, we will continue with the chapter reading and understand different aspects of living in a family. So let's begin. Slaters, in the last video, I had mentioned on mapping our relatives, isn't it? So, mapping of our family and relatives means making a family tree. Family tree is a very easy way of learning about your complete family. Just like the branches of a tree, the family tree branches out into different relatives. Everyone's family tree is unique and different from the other. So let's read and learn more about family tree. Slaters, please turn to page number 176. Ready? Now place your fingers on the text as I read. Family tree. Which tree has branches but is not a real tree? Yes, it is a family tree. A family tree is a picture that shows how members of a family are related to one another. Now children, look at the picture shown in the textbook. You can see number of people shown on the family tree. At the start of the tree, that is near the trunk, you can see grandparents. The branches grow further up where you see the parents, which includes father, mother, uncle and aunts. As the tree branches move further, you can see there are children. So in this picture, you can see 3 generations. Now let's read and learn more about this. We can divide a family into generations. Slaters, please underline the word generations. 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 The word means people born around same time belong to one generation. Did you write it? Nice. Now let's continue reading. People born around the same time belong to one generation. For example, your grandparents belong to one generation. Your parents, their brothers, sisters and cousins belong to the next generation. You, your brother, sister and cousin belongs to the generation after that. So Slaters, who all will be included in your generation? Yes, your brother or sister and cousins of the same age would be of your generation. You must have heard people saying that today's generation is very fast and very quick in learning new things. Isn't it? I completely agree on this. You all are amazing and fast in learning. Now, Slaters, as you see in the picture of your textbook, each generation is placed in a single level. Also, the youngest generation is seen to be branching out from the earlier generation. The parents are paired up and seen together. It is really fun to make a family tree and trace down our ancestors, isn't it? So, Slaters, in my last video session, I had asked you all to perform a task. What was it? Yes, it was to write down the names of your maternal and paternal grandparents. Have you all done that? Nice. Now, in today's task, I would like you all to use these names and make a family tree of your own family. So, start with the grandparents and move up with your parents and then children. You can take help of your parents to work on this task. I am sure you all will have lots of fun doing this. Now, Slaters, you must have observed yourself and you must have also been told by others that you look like your father or mother or grandfather. This is because we belong to a particular family and we share features that are passed on to us from our parents. Let's learn more on this as we read further. Whom do you look like? Ali's grandfather loves music. He is a good singer. His father and his aunt are also good musicians. Ali loves music too. He wants to learn to play violin. Some of your physical features, qualities, and abilities are quite like those of the people in our family. These are called hereditary features. Now, Slaters, underline the word physical features. PHYSICALFEATURES. Physical features. Physical feature means features that appear outside of body like shape of nose or eye color. Now underline the word qualities. 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 Qualities means specific characteristics of doing something, like the way you speak or the way you work. Now underline the word abilities. 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 The word means the skills of doing something. Now underline the word hereditary. 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 Hereditary features are factors that are passed on from parents to their offspring or children. Did you write it? Very good. Now, for example, in the previous paragraph, we read that Ali had an interest in music. This interest he has got from his uncle and aunt. Similarly, we all have one or the other habit, physical feature, or liking which is similar to our parents or grandparents. For example, your nose must be as same as your father, and your walking style may be same as your mother's. Maybe if your grandfather has interest in writing poems, there are chances that you too may inherit this quality from him. Now, Slaters, I would like to share something very interesting with you. Do you all know that one of the most common hereditary feature that is observed is a chin dimple? Yes. So if your father or mother has a chin dimple, there are maximum chances of this feature to pass it on to you. Isn't that amazing? Now let's read further. They can be passed on to us from our paternal side as well as from our maternal side. Now, Slaters, we have already come across the words paternal and maternal, isn't it? The word paternal means, yes, related to father, and maternal means related to mother. Very nice. Now let's continue reading. Sona's grandfather says that her eyes are just like her mother's. Neighbors tell Jatin that he looks exactly like his grandfather Sam. So, you see how different features like eyes, looks, habits and interests can be passed on to the offsprings. This is due to heredity. Slaters, as we discussed earlier, heredity means the features or habits that are passed on to children through generations. That is, from your grandparents to your parents and from parents to you. Slaters, now what do you think offspring means? Let me give you a clue. Offspring of a dog is called a pup. Now in this sentence, what is the offspring? What does it mean? Yes, it means baby or children. Slaters, I hope you all enjoyed this session. In the next video, we will continue with the chapter reading and discuss more on it. I will meet you soon in the next video session. But before ending this session, let's recapitulate the new words that we learned today. So the new words were generations, hereditary, physical features, qualities, and abilities. So Slaters, see you again in the next session. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.